Well, let's let a few thousand people jump on board here this morning. Morning Coffee with Cliff, everybody. I'm so glad that you are showing up here. You are in the right place. And hey, Sunday, this is how I start my week. I start my week on Sundays, and you can start your week whenever you want because you're in control. You're in control of your life, your thinking, your destiny. Yes, life is going to happen, but you're in it. You're in it. If you're here today listening to me, then you are in it. You're still in the game. No excuses. Let's get rid of them. Let's get after it today. Good morning, Sunday motivation with Cliff and a cup of coffee. I like coffee. I start most of my days with a cup of coffee and not a lot of crap in my coffee. I'll have it black. Sometimes I'll have a couple dollops of heavy cream. Morning Coffee with Cliff Yates, everybody. I am going live in the vertical mode of YouTube, which I like to do for a couple different reasons. And that's why you're here. You happen to show up probably in the shorts feed by accident. Who the heck is this? I'm Cliff Yates, everybody. Retired police officer, actually 35 years. And stand-up comic, actor, producer, podcaster. Listen, we're all a bunch of things, right? We all have many facets to our life. Hey, I'm glad you're here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'm Cliff Yates. And hey, Morning Coffee with Cliff. Hey, motivation starts with us. We make the choices. We can design our life without managing our life. Stop managing your life. Start designing your life with intention, with specific thoughts, because your thinking is going to be the cornerstone of what you're going to create in your life. Listen, I just came up with that off the top of my head. Hey, no notes, no teleprompter. It's just me going live. I like to go live in the vertical mode of YouTube because I know it shows up. Hey, how are you? No comment. Hillbilly John 2030. You don't need to make a comment. You can just watch and listen. And I'm glad you're here. Hey, listen, I've changed the way I thought in life. Over 35 years ago, I realized, hey, when I changed, things began to change for me. And that's when I started getting really immersed in self-improvement, personal growth. I know what I tried. I know the results that I got. I just got excited about sharing it with other people. Something that I've always done for the past 56 years, starting when I was 16, was create videos. This is not new for me. When I was 16, I used to grab my dad's Super 8 millimeter video tape recorder, and I would make small little movies, right? I would actually develop scenes with my friends and neighbors, get that film at the time developed, right? Early 1970s. And then I would load that film once it was developed into my projector. And at one time, I just had a sheet hanging on the wall, and I would show that movie to my mom, dad, and family and friends, the people who I made the movies with. And now we can turn on a camera and we can live stream video, talking in real time all around the world. Never been a better time to be alive, everybody. So for me, what a great opportunity to continue to do what I have always loved doing. And I carried that love even into my police career in Los Angeles. I carried it with my stand-up comedy career, producing my own shows, and combining those passions and loves. And it really does enhance your life. And you can do the same with your life, which is why I would like to be here this morning to encourage you. I would encourage you to start designing your life. And if you're already there, I'm glad you're connecting with me. And we can connect on a real basis to a certain extent just by you subscribing to the channel. Hey, I appreciate it. We're growing a community of progress slowly but surely. I follow a lot of the people that a lot of people follow who are interested in these kinds of things of psychology and philosophy. I follow Ryan Holiday, the Daily Stoic. He really is focused on Stoicism and how we can apply it to our life today, this ancient 2,000-year-old philosophy. And I follow Les Robbins, who says you have greatness within you, and you do. And I follow Mel Robbins. She's followed, I know, by a lot of women, but I follow her too because she has a lot of great insights, and she's kind of lived that her hero's journey. She's been knocked down, right? She's been at zero and come back. And so she's a great inspiration, and she's got a great book called The Let Them Theory, which I like. People are going to do things. Let them. We can't control what people do. Let them. You know what? But also, there's another half to that part of the book. Let you. Now we let us do what we're going to do. We can't control what other people are going to do. We can try our best to persuade, encourage, to lead. In the end, people make their own choices. But we also have our own choices, so we are empowered. So glad you're here, everybody. I'm glad you're connecting with the channel. I'm Cliff Yates, everybody. Actually, retired cop, stand-up comedian, actor, producer, writer. Hey, I know you're showing up, a lot of you in the shorts feed. Who the hell is this? Subscribe to the channel. I have long-form comment on my channel, and it's all about personal growth, self-improvement. Hey, listen, it's the real deal. No green screen. I'm in my own private island cottage in upstate New York, Thousand Islands. Let me know where you are in the world. And I like to go live in the vertical mode in the mornings because I connect with people who aren't already subscribers. And I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Just bang that button, move along, and then I'll see you later. I do a couple podcasts on my channel. Hey, I put the effort in for you. I will always give you 100% energy. And hey, let's connect in a real way. And if you want, throw in the chat where you are in the world. I am a small enough channel, even in the comments on my videos, I will take the time to respond and react to you in a positive way, regardless of any slime that is thrown my way. I was just watching a video by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was talking to Howard Stern about really his bodybuilding career and genetics. And, he came to this country, what an American dream, right? With an intention in his mind that he wanted to excel and be a champion bodybuilder, but also he wanted to get involved in the movie industry. He already had that in his mind. And then it came to happen almost right off the boat, as he says. Joe Waiter was his mentor and, facilitating him come to the country to compete in bodybuilding. But he also got a part for him into Hercules in New York, I believe was the first movie. And all of a sudden he's in the movies. He never dreamed of that. And sometimes when we take action on our dreams and ambitions, things are going to happen that we never dreamed of happening. We had a vision, right? We had a big dream, ambition, but not always do we realize what can happen for us. Hi, how are you? Hey, thanks for checking in. Nicola, is it Dune? $7.99. Thanks for taking the time and also to have the boldness to just say hi. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody really who I connect with on a real way. Hey, the best way to connect with somebody is over a table, having coffee, maybe an adult beverage, eye to eye, right? Looking somebody in the eye, in real person, in real time, in real person. One-on-one, 1-on-3, whatever it is, in real person. I think I coined a new phrase, but you know what? The next best way, just like this. How amazing is this? We can connect even if you're halfway around the world. You know the next best thing. I'm reaching out to help and grow my channel. The best way is to talk to somebody in person. Hey, subscribe to my channel. The next best way, just like this, live streaming. So it's actually me. It's not AI-generated BS. Cliff Yates, live, in person, in the flesh. This is the best way. There's a Chinese proverb, I think it says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. So, unfortunately, we can't go back 20 years to plant that tree. We can plant it today, no matter how much time we have left. Even if we're going to die tomorrow, it's okay. Plant the tree today. Take the actions you need to take today. Start managing your life today. I had a choice to make right now. I was consuming some content online while I was watching Arnold Schwarzenegger, who I met many years ago. In Los Angeles. I was a cop in LA for 35 years, everybody, also an actor, comedian, and I made the big moves back some 35, 40 years ago. Wasn't easy. It was scary. But I took the leap of faith, and it was not easy. It was so hard. It was hard taking a job 3,000 miles away from my family and a job that I had been working at for 5 years to make that big move. It was not the unknown. But now that I look back, thank God I made the move. That's why I would encourage you. Don't wait till it's the right time. Don't wait till everything's perfect. Don't hesitate. I actually tricked my mind back then at age 26. I told people, family, and friends, listen, I'm only doing this for a couple of years. I'm going to try it out because people around you who care about you are going to, in their own way, trying to hold you back, even though they're not thinking that they're doing that. Hey, be careful. And you know how many people fail doing this? Are you sure you want to do this? You know in your heart what your dreams and desires are, everybody. And I encourage you to act on those dreams and desires, because I did. I know the benefit that I got. I know all the gifts of life that came my way. And I'm still doing it today, age 68. Why am I still strong, enthusiastic, ambition? Listen, I do the work. Hey, I do work out. There's no excuses, especially nowadays. Everything's available. You can't say, oh, I'm traveling, so... Listen, every damn hotel in this country has a gym in it now. They have some kind of equipment. You can make the excuse, oh, they don't have much of a gym here, but they got a gym. And the fact is, you don't need a gym. If you're traveling, you're going to spend some time away from your home gym or the gym that you frequent. Hey, there's all sorts of body weight exercises that you can do to keep your strength, maintain your muscle tone. I don't care if you're traveling or going to a wedding or you're eating with family halfway around the world. There's choices that you can make. Well, I was on the road, so all I had was Chick-fil-A, so I had to fill up on... No, Chick-fil-A, you could just get chicken. You can have low calories, high protein. You could focus on that. They have unsweetened drinks. There's no excuses, people. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to discipline yourself. Moving forward, you're going to do the right things in the right way for the right reason. You're going to become pretty fit. It's going to be obvious to people. And you're going to be joining a group that is smaller than the masses. All right? And you know what? That's all right. That's all right. But some people are going to look up to you. They're going to want to model you. They're going to want to take lessons from you. They're going to want to combine with you, and that's good. You're going to fellowship with other people with like-minded ideas and ambitions. Hey, and there's no greater joy than fellowshipping with other people who are on like-minded journeys. Don't make the self-fulfilling prophecy something that's going to negatively affect your life. Make a self-fulfilling prophecy something that's going to enhance your life, expand and express more and more every day in every way than we did yesterday. Hey, that's the theme of the stream today, everybody. Hey, all right, I got somebody chiming in. Hey, make America great again. Yeah, we can do that. Am I real or am I AI generated? Hey, I'm AI generated, baby. Absolutely. There's nothing real about me. No way, man. Hey, make America great again. Hello. And we can do that. What Sister Teresa said, was it Mother Teresa? Mother Teresa said, hey, if everybody would just sweep off their own doorstep, what a clean world this would be. Oh, that reminds me of something I used to watch as a kid. I used to watch Davy and Goliath. Anybody old enough to remember Davy and Goliath was kind of an animated cartoon claymation. And at the end, it was a Christian organization that produced that show. And at the end, I remember they had a song that was, if everyone would light just one little candle, what a bright world this would be. Isn't it amazing? I remember that from, 50 years ago when I was a young kid. I just liked that claymation show, Davy and Goliath. And I had no idea that it was a Christian message, or I just liked the cartoon. You know, gee, Davy, right? They had the talking dog. Goliath was the dog. And then Davy would get himself into trouble. And then his dad would advise him, and there would be a Christian message. But I didn't know that I was getting that. You know, they were hiding that Christian message in a cartoon. Hey, what a great way to do it. But I just today from a comment, make America great. Yes, brother, I love it. Isn't that right? We're all brothers, man. We are all brothers. Thanks for chiming in. Hey, I love to connect with you on this Sunday morning. This is how I start my week, everybody. I start my week on a Sunday. Glad you're here. Oh, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Wow. Oh, we got a Trump forever guy. I'm going to put your statement up, even though, who knows, people are going to attack, throw slime. I don't care. You know what? Throw all you want, baby. We all know what the right thing to do is next in our lives. And so we should do what is best for ourselves first and foremost, and for the country for sure, because only in this country, right? I have so many Cuban friends. I have immigrant friends who came here with nothing, and now they've made themselves into tremendous entrepreneurs, and they've created a great family for themselves. but they have such an appreciation for the opportunities that they got by coming to America because they saw that they could become Americans, and they became Americans. And they know, you know what? You can't go to Japan and become Japanese. You can't go to Germany and become Germany. But wherever you are in the world, I love you. And also, you, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe soon, you can actually come to America and become an American. You have that opportunity, as everybody does. Still the greatest country for opportunities. Of course, you can look at the changing world that we're in. And you know what? Positivity, thinking in a positive way about our lives and the people around us doesn't mean that we're not seeing reality as it is. I see it when it's raining. I don't jump outside and say it's sunny outside. I know it's raining, but you know what I do? I put on my umbrella and I go about my day and I live with intention. I want you to do the same. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining me this morning. I'm Cliff Yates. I am not AI. I am real. I like going raw and real in Vertical Motive YouTube because it shows up in the shorts feed. I get excited just the fact that I'm going to be connecting with people who aren't already subscribers, and then you're going to take the move. You're going to bang that subscribe button, boom, and you're going to join a community of progress. And listen, I'm always sharing content that really is a way that we can uplift each other and other people around us. A rising tide raises all boats, everybody. When you get better, everybody's going to get better around you. Everybody that contacts you or ends up in your presence is going to be better, just based on you becoming more. Never underestimate the power of your influence, my friend. Never. This is not BS. It's the real McCoy. Thanks, everybody, for checking in all around the world. Oh, I love connecting with people from Italy, Germany, Russia. My God, thank you. All glory be to God, everybody. And listen, if I can encourage you in any way, start designing your life. Live by design and not by managing your life. Don't play it safe. Fortune favors the bold, making bold moves. Make a bold move, everybody. Do it. One of the biggest fears that we have is public criticism. Fear that we're going to get slimed and slammed if we put ourselves out there. Yep, it's going to happen. But know that going in, you're impervious to that. If you focus on it, you know it could cause hurt and pain. But you know what? Don't focus on it. You can even step over it. Take it as a stepping stone, not an obstacle in your life, everybody. Hey, all I know is what I have practiced, what I have learned and put into place as an action plan, and I know the results that I've gotten. I have a track record, a history, right? And I want to share those things with you on my channel, everybody. If that resonates with you this morning, hey, subscribe to the channel. Fortune favors the bull. Hey, high five back to you. I see your hearts and I love them and I appreciate them, and I have an attitude of gratitude this morning. You know what? A morning routine is something you can start practicing if you haven't already, starting now, starting tomorrow. An attitude of gratitude. If you wake up and you start writing down, what am I most grateful for in my life? Your mind is going to start looking for those answers. And then when you start your day, now you're already started with a positive attitude of gratitude. Holy shit, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. Just do it for 5 things. And you're going to habituate doing that every morning. You're already going to be starting on your way in the right track. You're going to be like in airlines, right? Airlines kind of start off on track. And as the day goes on, all of a sudden, flights are canceled and they're not on schedule anymore, but they start the day. Good morning. How are you? I'm going to acknowledge you because you think you're the most important to yourself, but you're important to me too. K. Last Stone, 8874. Good morning. I love it. I love it. Thanks for taking the effort to connect with me and say good morning. You know what? Start appreciating everybody around you. You know what? There's another secret, everybody, comes to my mind because I have no notes, no teleprompter. If you want to be the most interesting person in the room, be the most interested. That's a secret that I had to learn. Be interested in everybody else. Ask questions about their life, what they're going through, what they do. And they're going to think you're the most interesting person in the room because you're interested in them. Number one, they care the most about themselves. And now you're interested in them. And they will find you interesting because you're interested in them. Do you know how many people are interested in them and ask questions about their life? Not that many. Some, not that many. You be one of the few who do. If you haven't tried it, just try it. If it hasn't been working your way, try my way. I didn't come up with it. I learned it from other people, and now I'm sharing it with you. Sharing what we learn is the best way to keep learning ourselves, right? Repetition is the mother of skill. Go out there and connect with people. I'm so glad you're here. Connect with me, everybody. And hey, subscribe to the channel. We are growing a community of progress slowly but surely. I'm not interested in quantity to start with. I'm interested in quality. And I have a feeling that you're the next quality person that I'm going to connect with in a real way here this morning. Morning Coffee with Cliff, everybody. I am so glad you're here. I know a lot of you are showing up in the Shorts feed because going live vertically in YouTube shows up in the Shorts feed. I don't mind doing that because I connect with new people. I am constantly trying to expand and express my world in a positive way. I live with that intention. By design, I do it on purpose only because of what's come back to me. Your outside circumstances, to a great extent, are going to be a direct reflection of your inside thinking, which is going to resonate in what you do, which is going to create a vibration, which is going to cause magnetism, and you're going to attract to you what you're putting out into the world. Keep at it. Keep doing it. Keep putting out positivity. Be a light unto the world. There was a guy in the LA Sheriff's Academy in 1984. I remember him walking into my academy class for the LA Sheriff's Department. I'll never forget those words. Be a bitchin' guy or girl. Let the sun shine on you. You be the gregarious, positive person in the room. Let the lights shine on you. I'll never forget that. What a great guy he was. And he passed away many years. Lieutenant McAndrews was his name. And he was an amazing person. But he affected me in an amazing way just by his 1 hour academy talk. I was so fixated on this guy, Mike McAndrews. 1 hour, and he had a positive impact on my life. Everything that he said, I was hanging on every word. You know those kind of people, you kind of resonate with them right away. You're attracted to them right away. Just like you know the people, you're repelled by them. There's something about them. It's really a vibrational thing, right? We are all transmitters and we are receivers. There's a negative polarity and a positive polarity in everything. That's why darkness, there's a polarity. There's light. Right? Hot, there's cold. Recognize the polarity and create the positive polarity in you. You be on the positive spectrum of that magnet, and you're going to attract circumstances and people to you who are on the same polarity as you. They're on the same vibration as you. Thank you, everybody. Good morning to you, everybody. Hey, a lot of positive people checking in this morning. Hey, fortune favors the bold. Take decisive action, everybody, and start by subscribing to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you are in the world this Sunday morning. And hey, God bless God for everything that he's gifted us with, only by the grace of God that we are here together. I worked for 35 years as a police officer, everybody, stand-up comedian, actor, producer. And over my police career, hundreds and hundreds of traumatic incidences. But you know what? I didn't suppress feelings. I expressed them. I maintained my workout regimen. I think that's the reason why I suffered less and less PTSD, and I've been able to move on after my police career with a positive mental attitude that I know has affected my physical well-being as well. And I want to share always those things which I have learned that I continue to do with other people because I get great joy out of it. Having a positive impact on other people, there's no greater joy. If you haven't tried it, I want to encourage you to try it. When can you start? Right now. How much money does it cost? Zero, right? No overhead. People are going to ask, what the hell's different about you? This is not like you. Doesn't matter. This is who I am now, today. I made a decision now, today. And I know maybe you see me as a different person. Doesn't matter. I'm going to help you today. I'm volunteering to help you. You said you wanted some help. I'm going to help you. Start changing that attitude. You want to have fun? Change your whole attitude and the way you act around other people in a positive way, and you're going to be surprised at the reactions you're going to get. You can have fun with it. Do it in the grocery store. Do it at the gym, the library, wherever you are. Do it. People are going to think you're weird. And hey, they might even ask you, hey, what do you believe and why do you believe it? Because you have a great joy about you. And have fun with it. Be joyful with it. Understand we don't know what people are going through. Don't hinge your joy on what other people react to what you're saying and doing. Continue the mission. Bring people up and together. Continue the mission. No one can dissuade you. No one can derail you. They can try. People are going to do negative, bad things. I know. It's happened in my life. It's very disappointing. Stay on the mission. Stay brutally focused on what you need to do. It doesn't mean that we don't feel sadness. We don't get into a depressed state, but we know how to get ourselves into a different state. We can start using our tools and tactics and strategies to pull ourselves up, get back to moving. We know what to do. We know what the right thing is to do. Hold yourself accountable because there's a good chance that no one else will. They will allow you to crash and burn. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to encourage you to do the right thing in the right way for the right reason. All right, everybody, good to connect with you this morning. Morning Coffee with Cliff. I'm glad you're here. I am Cliff Yates. I was a cop for 35 years, believe it or not, and a stand-up comedian, and I talk really, really fast most of the time. I will, on occasion, do my best to try to slow down my speech, to try to be more comfortable with the pauses. I got involved in Toastmasters many, many years ago. I actually competed in some competitive talks. And Toastmasters will reveal to you some of your weaknesses in public speaking, and it'll give you ways to improve how you get your message and communicate with other people. Whether you're public, we all are public speakers. All right? Yeah, you go to the grocery store, you're interacting with the cashier, you're public speaking. You're in public and you're speaking, yeah, to an audience of one, but you're communicating. It's important that you get your message across to the cashier in the best way possible. It's going to enhance your interaction. And it doesn't really matter if it's one person or 1,000. 1,000 people, which I have performed stand-up comedy in front of 1,000 people. You do feel the energy in the room. You feel everybody's eyes on you. Why? Because we're all transmitters of energy. And so when people are all focused on you, 1,000 people, you feel that. And that's a real natural thing. But of course, once you understand it, it's not going to stop you from communicating just as if you were with one person in that crowd at a table with a cup of coffee with no stress at all. And so you can disassociate from letting that energy derail you. And you can talk to people, even if it's 1,000 people, in a way that each person in that audience would think you're speaking directly to them, that it's a one-on-one deal. It's kind of a magical thing if you can get there. Toastmasters helped me in many ways. They definitely helped me get rid of my ums and ahs and those kinds of things. That's not really the most important thing in speaking to other people. There are plenty of very charismatic speakers that resonate with people who are very attractive, and they say a lot of ums and ahs in their talking. So it's not the end of the world if you say a lot of ums and ahs. It's just that we can always get better. We can get ourselves to be comfortable in the pauses, something that I try to continually do. I'm aware of it. I'm self-aware that sometimes I speak too fast, that I feel the need to fill the space when that's not the case. But I try every day in every way to do better than I did yesterday. I play tennis, which has helped me not only physically and mentally, but one thing I tend to do, but I'm self-aware. I'm too close to the net. People tell me, you need to back up. So it's in my mind. I am self-aware of it, and so I can work on it. Hey, good morning. How are you? The Trumpster is here. and I want to acknowledge you as I always do. Hello and good morning to you. This is Sunday morning coffee with Cliff. Hey, good to see you back here again. And I know you've already subscribed to the channel, so you're part of my family, baby. Hey, be part of a family. Create your own family. If it's not by blood, create a mastermind group. In other words, a group of people who are like-minded like you. Maybe they're open-minded, open-hearted. Maybe you meet with them once a month, once a week, once a year. You can have all sorts of different masterminds. Maybe it's based on interest. Maybe you like theater, so you have a theater mastermind where you talk to people about going to the theater. Maybe you go with them as groups and you talk about it. And you can create all sorts of little masterminds when one or two or three get together over one subject. It's very satisfying and fulfilling. And number one, it's enjoyable. Number two, it's great fun. Number three, it's going to feed your passion for what you're interested in. And other people are not interested in that. And that's okay. They have other interests. We may connect with those people on another interest, on another plane, on another level. That's okay too. When we're multifaceted, which we all are, we are like diamonds, polished diamonds. There are many facets to our lives. We are not just one thing. We're not a one-trick pony. Hell no, we're not. And that's an exciting thing when you realize, hey, no, I'm not just one thing. You know, it kind of goes along with the YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel. Oh, what's my niche? What's my one focus? You know what? Don't worry about that. Be yourself, number one. And number two, you can decide along the way what your subjects will be, even if that changes along the way. That's all right. There's no right or wrong way to live a great life, but we can constantly be learning new things, new ways to live better. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. Hey, as long as you're open-minded and open-hearted to change, you're going to constantly be evolving as a person. You're going to constantly be evolving as a friend, as a father, son, mother, daughter, son, sister, brother. You're going to be constantly evolving. We are human beings, for one thing. So we are emotional beings. We have emotions, and we have a brain, but we also have a mind of our own. You ever hear people say that? Yeah, he's got a mind of his own. We all have a mind of our own. You know, the mind, you can't see it, touch it, find it, or feel it, but it's there. Our mind is there. If you die and they do an autopsy, they can't pull out your mind. They can only pull out your brain. And that's where we hold our power, in our mind, because we're going to use our brain to think, take action, and get the results that we want. So think, take action, and then look at the results. I don't like them. Let's try something different. Think different, act different, different results, look at it. Some of the great philosophers, even in Stoicism, what they did, there was a lot of Stoics. They didn't leave a lot of writings. Why? Because they weren't writing about Stoicism, the philosophy. They were doing it. They were living it. They were living it. And so that's what we need to do. Put something into action and then look at it. How did it come out? Ooh, I didn't like what happened there. Now, part of our way of living is we can, as we think about what we're going to do, we can actually ask a powerful question. Okay, this is what I'm thinking about doing. This is how I'm thinking about responding. Okay, what's my outcome on this? I don't want that. You can kind of look ahead. You can pre-read what maybe some of the possible outcomes are on that decision. Sometimes we don't have the luxury. As a police officer, sometimes we didn't have the luxury of taking very much time to make a decision. Sometimes it was a reaction. And that's why we trained, because we knew in a high-stress situation, we were going to react how we were trained. And so you can do the same thing in your life. You can train yourself. So when stress comes in and you have to make a decision really quickly, you've already trained for it. It's an exciting thing that you can do. All right, what's up, the Trumpster? I was just checking in because I got to get ready for church. Yes. The church that I go to now, I watch online. They live stream. My home church, where I get fed in Florida, live streams here to my island in upstate New York. I'm actually able to be part of the service. So God bless you. Go meditate on the word today. I hope it's a great message. I know the pastor, wherever you are, or the preacher, whoever it is, I know that they've said this morning probably something to the effect, good Lord, get me out of the way. I have nothing good to say outside of your word. And the word will come through that person to you. And that is good that you're going to church. And church is not a building. It's not a place. It's the people that come together. And that's really a mastermind right there. They've come together. And they've come together to share the word of God that's been in the Bible. So that's a great thing. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for taking the time, though, this morning to check in. Let me know later what the message was. Maybe it'll be something similar to what I will receive today as I watch my church services here from upstate New York. And I'm able to actually be a part of my church's service 1,400 miles away by the miracle of technology. I'm able to watch the service, not in a replay, live. They're going to live stream it just like I'm live streaming to you. Look at the power each of us holds individually. And listen, I've been studying this stuff for more than 35 years, and I continue to study today. I continue to learn today. I continue to grow today. If we're not growing, we're dying, everybody. That's one of the laws of nature, life, the world, God, whatever name you want to put in it. It's the law. The law, it's like gravity, right? Nothing. You go to the top of a building and you jump off. Gravity does not argue with you. Gravity doesn't care what your political beliefs are, your skin color, your eye color. Gravity works regardless. So aren't the laws of the world that we can enact. We have the power, the choice. We can do it. And hey, I'm so happy to connect with you today in a real positive way. Morning coffee with Cliff, everybody. I'm here, raw and real. The mistakes stay in. Why? Because I have no notes. I have no teleprompter. I didn't practice or rehearse. And so it won't be perfect. And none of us are. And so you can take a lesson from me if you want. Move forward in a positive way, in the best way you know how. Take decisive action. And it's not going to be perfect. A lot of people wait till it's perfect. They're going to wait till it's the right time. That's why sometimes the smartest people in the room, they don't have the best results because they're waiting for it to be perfect. I need to get all the information before I make a decision. I have to weigh everything out before I make any action. No. Start focusing on what you want. Start thinking, having a dominating thought in your mind. But start taking action in that direction, even if it's a very small action. Tony Robbins used to say, never leave the scene of a goal without taking some form of action in that accomplishment. It could be just creating a vision board. It could be looking at images of where you want to be at a certain time in the future. It could be just writing it down. Don't leave the scene of a great, thoughtful goal that you've come up with, ambition in your mind, without taking an action in that regard. And you can do it in a small, tiny step. Small, tiny bite. But the fact that you've taken action, however small in that direction, if you plan on, I'm going to drive from Los Angeles to New York. Hey, get a map out. Look at the route that you're going to take. That's your first step. Make sure the tires are properly inflated in your car before you leave the driveway. You can start taking actions toward what you know you want to do. Even at this time, you might have some fear in doing it. Refocus yourself on the things that you would have to do if you actually follow through with doing it. And then along the way, you're going to gain the courage and fortitude to take action on that. All right, everybody. So glad to connect with you. Morning Coffee with Cliff is live. We are in session. Hey, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat where you're at today in the world. I'm in the Thousand Islands region of upstate New York, and I'm excited about today. I'm looking forward today joyfully. I have some challenges going on in my life. I could look at some negative things that are happening in my life. I'm refocusing in the positive direction that I know I want to go. Sometimes it's hard, not impossible. I was just thinking of that book that I talked about earlier from Mel Robbins, Let Them Theory. The title of the book is Let Them. Hey, somebody left you. They filed for divorce. They cheated you. Let them. Let them. But the book has another side to that coin. Then let you. Yeah, let them do what they did. But now let you make your decision. Now you do what you're going to do. And you have the choice. And that's really the power that we can take. Another thought came to my mind. When I'm riffing here, when I'm just reeling off my thoughts, things come to my mind, which I talk about frequently. And I happen to hear some other people talking about it on YouTube the other day. Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. That's a great book. If you haven't read it, read it, reread it, then read it again. Always be reading Man's Search for Meaning. To have a copy lying around, maybe one or two. He was, I believe, a psychologist, Jewish. His was logotherapy. And then he and his family taken prisoner. Half his family went in one line. He went in the other line. Pretty much all his family were murdered. And inside the concentration camps, he was analyzing people. And he came up with a philosophy, a way of thinking where he said, my captors can take away my food, they can starve me, they can take away my clothes, they can freeze me, but they can't dictate how I think. They can't dictate the meaning that I give to what's happening to me. They can make things happen to me in this prison camp, but they can't change the meaning that I give to it. They can't change my thoughts about it. And he took that and he put it into action so that he was thinking as things were happening to him, okay, when I leave here, he had already created an image in the future of himself talking about what he was going through on that day. He gave a positive meaning to what was happening, as hard as that was in the midst of death and destruction. How could he think of any positive meaning? His family's been killed. He's watching people commit suicide. He's being tortured. And he's being starved to death. And yet he is deciding what meaning he's going to give to it. And that changed his life, not only in the camps, but in the future when he got out. And he wrote that book, Man's Search for Meaning. And a lot of people have read it. A lot of people have claimed to fame that it's changed their life. But in fact, they've changed their own lives. They learned from what they read. They changed the way they thought, but they did it. It's like Tony Robbins said on a Netflix special, I'm not your guru. I think that's the name of the special. I'm not your guru. In other words, what I'm relaying to you, what I'm talking about to you, you're still the one that's the creator. You're the one that's going to take the action. You're the one that's going to cause the success in your life. I'm not the one responsible for that. And you can do the same with everybody that is surrounding you. You're not their guru, but you can be their encourager. You can be someone they can model, and you can start changing your thoughts today. Blinking of an eye. And that is powerful, and it is exciting. It's an exciting way of going forward. You know what? Think big. Think big thoughts. Why? Because that's going to be a compelling future. When you create a compelling future in your mind through images, when you think, your body automatically creates images, pictures in your head. Create a compelling future. Because when you create a compelling future, that's going to pull you. You're not going to have to use will to go after your dreams and ambitions, because you will have created such a compelling future for yourself by the images that you are keeping as dominating thoughts in your mind. Keep seeing those images, bigger, technicolor, loud, great voice. Go into the theater of your mind. Step into it. Don't look at it disassociated. In other words, in your mind, be part of the scene that you're visioning. When I say the theater of your mind, create an actual theater in your mind. Walk inside of it. Pick a seat that you're going to sit in that theater. Feel the red velvet seat, the big armrest, the cushions. Look at that gigantic scene, and then start playing that movie in front of you. Create that movie of your life in front of you. Make sure that it's big, technicolor, great sound. And also remember, you're the casting director. Cast yourself in the leading role. Too many people cast themselves in a supporting role. They cast themselves as extras in their own life movie. Hell no. You're the star of your movie. Yes, you're going to get knocked down, but that's why your movie's the greatest movie there is. You know, if you went into a movie theater and you watched a movie and nobody changed, hey, the lead character's great, and in the middle, he was great, and in the end, he was great. People are going to walk out of that movie. It means nothing to them. It won't move them. No, and the same is with your life. You create your movie in life, and you cast yourself as the star. And yes, you're going to get knocked down. Ooh, guess what? Oh, look it, you're getting back up again. Create that image. Be associated, not disassociated. Don't look at it from a distance. You be in the movement that you're watching. Be in the movie of your life that you're watching. Feel it, see it, hear it. That's why you go into the theater of your mind. You're going to be part of what you're creating on your life screen that is in your head. You create the images in the movies that you're involved in. That's your life. You're creating it. You're not managing a life. You're designing it. Hey, you're a producer, baby. You're a creator. You're a director. And you are the star. Now, if that doesn't compel you to take great action, I don't know what is. Move along. Get out of the way. Because a lot of us are designing our lives with intention. All right, everybody. I'm so glad that you checked in with me this morning. We did almost an hour. I'm going to be going and watching my worship channel. All right. You know I love you. I'll see you in the next video.